Welcome to another episode of Backpass Tactics. We build backwards and transition forward because every goal begins with building from the back and passing forward. Today we'll be talking about Liverpool. We'll be talking about Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, the midfield issues in the team, if Isak and Ekiteke can play together, the lack of enough corner kick goals by the team, if teams have actually figured Liverpool out and what the solution for this is, Robertson versus Kekez, and the Chiesa situation. Let's also talk about Florian Wirtz. Is Florian Wirtz playing badly, or it's the system that Arne Slot is using, or he still needs more time? In my opinion, it's a mixture of everything in between. Because if you look at how Florian Wirtz is playing right now, I would say that he still hasn't figured out how to play in the English Premier League. When it comes to the English Premier League, the tempo is way faster than the Bundesliga, so he doesn't have as much time on the ball as he's used to. So that's one of the major problems with Florian Wirtz. But in terms of body language, showing initiative, he seems as if he's a very good player. I think he just needs more time to gel with the team. He needs to understand the tempo of the English Premier League because English Premier League teams play with high intensity, unlike the Bundesliga. And if you look at the last Champions League game that Liverpool played, he actually got 2 assists, and this could be the beginning of great things for him. I hope the 2 assists that he got in the Champions League will help him improve his confidence, and he'll take those learnings and ensure that he keeps the same pace and standard for the English Premier League as well. Let's also talk about the midfield issues at Liverpool. If you look at the midfield issues right now at Liverpool, almost all the midfielders that Liverpool has are not performing. If you look at McAllister is not himself. If you look at Gravenberch is actually not playing well as well. So McAllister and Gravenberch are not stepping up. The only midfielder that is consistent at Liverpool right now is Szoboszlai. And in order for a team to be very good at what they do, they need the midfield to be very good. They need the midfield to start performing. In order for a team to play well, for a team to win games, for a team to defend properly, the midfield has to be balanced. Everyone in the midfield has to step up. And I don't understand how McAllister and Gravenberch can be off at the same time. Usually in a midfield 3, at least 2 of those midfielders have to be in their A game. So the 2 midfielders need to be performing. Then one can have a bad game. But if 2 of the 3 midfielders are not performing well, this affects the overall team because the midfield is the most important part of the team. So let's also talk about this topic that I've been noticing a lot. Can Isak and Ekiteke play well together? My opinion, I'd say Isak and Ekiteke can play well together, but not right now. I believe right now, Hugo Ekiteke should be the main number 9 for Liverpool. Isak can come on from the bench. Gakpo can play on the left wing. Salah can play on the right wing. But in terms of Isak and Ekiteke playing together, I don't think it's feasible right now because Isak is still not fit enough. And Hugo Ekiteke is showing that he can be a good number 9 for Liverpool. So as of right now, I don't believe they can play together. But in the near future, I believe Isak and Ekiteke can play well together. Isak can play as the number 9 and Ekiteke can play as the left winger for the team. Let's also talk about the fact that another problem that is affecting Liverpool this season is the lack of corner goals. The only corner goals that we scored this season were the 2 from the Frankfurt Champions League game. So apart from those corner goals, Liverpool hasn't been scoring any corner goals. And sometimes when teams park the bus, when teams play the low block, the only solution to this would be a goal that comes from the corner. So Liverpool should start improving their corner chances. If you look at a team like Arsenal have mastered the art of scoring from a corner kick. So in order for Liverpool to start winning more games, in order for them to grind out results, they need to start winning corner kicks and scoring from corner kick positions because sometimes you won't get as many open play chances. Let's also talk about the fact that I'm not happy with the treatment that Chiesa gets in the team. I feel as if Slot is not giving Chiesa enough minutes in the team. No matter how great Chiesa plays, he seems as if he's always the second option. Arne Slot refuses to give Chiesa a spot in the first team. Even if Chiesa scores or assists, he doesn't get to play the next game. He always plays as a super sub. So I feel as if Arne Slot is not doing good by not giving Chiesa enough chances, because as a player, if you come on from the bench and you become productive and the player that you're competing with isn't as productive as you deserve a fair chance at starting the next game. And unfortunately for Arne Slot, he seems like he doesn't rate Chiesa in that way. So I feel as if this is a problem. And if we're looking at performances right now, the most important attackers that Liverpool have right now in terms of goal contributions, number 1 would be Ekiteke, number 2 would be Gakpo, number 3 would be Chiesa. If you look at Salah, Isak, they are not offering as much as one would expect. So Chiesa definitely has a spot in the first 11 sometimes. Let's also talk about the fact that Dominic Szoboszlai seems to be playing every minute of every game. In as much as he's the most important midfielder that Liverpool has this season, I feel as if this year Szoboszlai is just playing too many minutes, and if he gets injured, I will blame Arne Slot because he's not resting Szoboszlai, and Szoboszlai has the problem that he gives his all in every game. So when you don't rest Szoboszlai, you are wearing him down. When you don't rest him, it's as if you're not giving him enough time to rest, and sometimes this will cause injuries. Sometimes he'll get fatigued. Long term, this is not a sustainable thing. I feel as if some matches Szoboszlai shouldn't be playing the full 90 minutes, because if he gets injured, then Liverpool will not have a solution for this problem. You need to give other midfielders a chance. Players like Curtis Jones can sometimes start in the place of Szoboszlai. Sometimes you can give other midfielders a chance, because if you rely on Szoboszlai and you give him every game, when he's not there, there'll be problems for the team. And lastly, I feel as if Robertson should play more games than Kekez, because if you look at how things are this season, Kekez seems as if he's the main left back for the team, but I feel as if Robertson's maturity and his experience actually help Liverpool, especially in times of need. If you look at the last 5 games that Liverpool played, they lost so many matches and they only won 1 match. So a player like Robertson is needed in the first 11 in such situations, because you need an experienced player who understands how to encourage the team, what to do when the team is not winning. So Robertson is a leader that should be in the first 11, especially looking at the current times and the current form that the team is in. That's it, folks. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share with family and friends. I'll be right back like Reece James, hopefully not injured and having proper vocal cords.